So we are back. We're live. I don't even know the last time we did this. Someone is back. We are back. This is the Quarantine Chronicles. I don't know. Are we in quarantine still? It doesn't seem like the world is in quarantine. I can't cross the border to see Mike. Mike can't cross the border to see me. My passport has expired, so I can't cross the border to see anybody. But Florida has opened up. Pretty much everywhere in the South seems opened up. Dallas Cowboys, you could have the most attendance, like for a football game. What, 25,000 people were at the game? I don't know. Seems wild. It's not wild.
And I've gotten a lot of loyal listeners that have asked, "What happened to the podcast? What happened to the podcast? What happened to the podcast?" So, shout out to those people because here we are. Are we doing a rebranding? Is this the thing that's happening? Or are we just gonna go with it?
We should call it I don't know. Well, I'll figure it out when I title this damn thing.
Okay. This might be rebranded. It might be not. If it's the same as it always is, then it's not rebranded. But anyway, there's a pay-per-view.
Jump up.
What was that?
You hear the dog in the background trying to jump up?
No. Is he struggling?
Yes, she is struggling. I just picked her up and threw her on the couch.
How much wrestling have you watched?
28 days.
How much wrestling have you watched in those 28 days?
I watched some G1. I watched a lot of AEW. And I watched zero WWE other than random clips I see on Twitter.
Yeah.
What about you?
I didn't watch any G1. I have Dynamite on every single Wednesday. And I think I watched the last NXT TakeOver.
What was NXT? Oh, I didn't even watch that show.
It was definitely on my TV.
I've been watching a lot of Office because I've been listening to Office Lady, so I've been rewatching the episodes.
I have been when it's on TV, I play it or it's on. But what have I been watching? There was one day that I started to watch The Simpsons, the Halloween specials, and then I stopped after. I stopped after one, and then I eventually go back. But
anyways, you got a week. But someone is back. We are back.
Yeah.
We're talking about Hell in a Cell. We don't watch wrestling, even though we do watch wrestling, but we don't really watch WWE except the pay-per-views.
I'm excited for the show.
What was the show after SummerSlam? Was it Payback?
No clue.
Roadblock?
Couldn't tell you. Roadblock.
We're doing Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
There's 5 matches on this card, which looks great. Because
for now.
The show might be 2 to 2.5 hours.
There's 5 matches for now.
Yeah, no. So this show might be only 2.5 hours, which right there is a plus.
Yes. If it's 3 hours, if it goes 3 hours, I'll be happy. Compared to the 5-hour shows as of before the quarantine happened, it's definitely better than 5 hours. So 3 hours, I'll take less. I'll take even more. But honestly, looking at this card, I don't know anything that's happening except for the main event, which I'm very excited for. But I don't know. You might go from.
NSL? That's the main event.
Is it the main event?
I think so. I think that was the main event.
Well, main event as in the first. The first match to me is always the main event on this list because that's the most important one. So, okay, maybe not the main event, but the most important match. But we'll talk about that in a few seconds.
Okay, so let's start off. What's the first match? Otis versus Miz. Singles match for the Money in the Bank contract. So, remember when we watched Money in the Bank? Probably one of the most funniest matches all year that we watched together. And Otis won. And we've been trying to figure out, is he going to cash in or not? And I honestly think he's going to beat the Miz and retain the contract. How about you?
Think so? Yeah. I mean, I can see this going both ways. If they want to put it depends on who, if they are really going to put the title on someone, who do you want the title on more? The Miz has won the title before. So it's not that big of a deal. Give it to Otis.
Yeah. Even if Otis cashes in and loses, at least it's better than him losing the thing and Miz cashing in. I don't feel like Miz is going to cash in and win the title, even if he did win the briefcase.
Exactly, yeah. I think they're just we don't know what to do with this briefcase. We gave it to Otis as a joke, what we're supposed to do. Maybe they're going to have a Mr. Kennedy situation where he loses the thing, and then maybe Otis will lose the briefcase and go to TNA. It's possible.
I don't think that's happening. Anyways, who do you think's gonna win? What's
Yeah,
happening?
I like the Miz. I'm just gonna go with the Miz.
All right, next match: Jeff Hardy versus Elias. Like I said, I don't watch WWE, so I'm gonna go with Elias.
I'm Jeff Hardy. Last time I heard Jeff Hardy in the news, he was like getting a DUI. I think that was like 6 months ago or something. So for the sake of the bit, I'm gonna go with Elias as well.
There we go.
There's
Next,
gotta be something with this match. It can't just be a singles match. Hold
I
on.
think it's a singles match.
Here's Wikipedia. Um, let's see where it says about Jeff Hardy. Hold on. There's gotta be something, right? Hold on. Give me a second. Jeff Hardy. Dun, 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 dun. There's no. According to Wikipedia, this match just doesn't matter. It's just a match. There's no storylines for this match, according to
Well,
Wikipedia.
we also don't know the build-up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like they have storylines for Roman Reigns match, the Randy Orton match, the Sasha Banks match. Like they don't have anything about Jeff Hardy versus Elias or Otis versus The Miz in that realm. But anyway, that's besides the point.
Don't worry, we'll watch video packages tomorrow and we'll
Exactly.
see that's what the 5-minute video packages are for.
Exactly.
Next match, which I think is going to main event the show, because I think it's been drawing the most viewers. It's Sasha versus Bayley for the SmackDown Women's title in Hell in a Cell, and I finally think Sasha's going to win a match on pay-per-view and win the title on a pay-per-view versus a Raw.
I could see it. I mean, this is going to be interesting. Do you think that? Well, first off, do you think they're going to have the red cage or the red cell?
Oh yeah, they're definitely 100% having red cell.
So that should be interesting. But I mean, I'm a fan of Bayley. Sasha Banks is whatever. But yeah, I could see her winning the title here. I don't like. Hey, let's see. According to Wikipedia, at Payback, Bayley and Sasha Banks lost the Women's Tag Team Championship to the team of Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. On the following SmackDown, they were unsuccessful in regaining the championship. After the match, Bayley turned on and brutalized Sasha Banks, turning the latter face in the process. After Bayley retained her SmackDown Women's Championship via disqualification at Clash of Champions, Banks appeared and attacked Bayley with a steel chair. On the following SmackDown, Banks challenged Bayley for the title on the following week's episode. Banks won the ensuing match via disqualification after Bayley attacked her with a steel chair. In a backstage segment, Banks challenged Bayley to another championship match inside the I don't know how to say that. Eponymous structure that P really screws you up.
Strawberry Ashworth.
Quabity Ashworth. So so basically, yeah, I think Sasha will win this match after reading that little tidbit. So good to know. Thanks, Wikipedia, for letting me know the storyline of that match. Next match.
The match, I swear, like every time this match happens, we think Orton's going to win the title. Drew versus Orton, Hell in a Cell, WWE Championship. Does Orton finally beat Drew McIntyre, win the title?
I like Drew McIntyre, but I just want to see Orton as champion again. Like 2009 me, like marking out for John Cena, and then him getting attacked by Randy Orton with the championship, and then Legacy next to him. Like I just want to see that Orton again, and I think they're doing the Legend Killer stuff right now. So let's just put the title on Orton. You know what I mean? I like it. Let's do it. I want it. I'm excited for it, and yeah. What do you think?
I think Orton should win the title. I think Drew should drop the title, and Orton should carry it from now to WrestleMania, and then Edge comes back and beats Orton.
Oh, dude, I'm in. Sign me up for
I
that.
think we've been calling that forever, though. I don't think this is like a new revelation that we've made.
No, but that would be cool to see. Like to see Orton win the title here and then Edge win it at WrestleMania, whenever that may be. Like, yeah, because it's November. So, like next month's November. So, yeah. You only have like 5 months, 6 months. I could see Orton hold the title for that long.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he should go for a little bit of a reign. He's earned it. He's built himself like as one of the top stars in wrestling, and people actually like him. People actually like watching him.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Orton wins a title finally. Hopefully, if not, then like you gotta just end this feud.
Yeah, exactly.
Main event, which is like a stipulation in a stipulation.
Yeah, true. I
Roman
didn't
Reigns,
think about that.
Jey Uso in a Hell in a Cell match, but it's not just a Hell in a Cell match where you pin or submit. It's a I Quit Hell in a Cell match. And if Jey Uso loses, he and Jimmy will have to take orders and acknowledge Roman Reigns as the tribal chief. Are they building this? Are they building this to Roman Reigns, a tribal chief, versus The Rock at WrestleMania 37?
Dude, let me tell you, like, if that's the case, like, first off, the last show that they had, where it was who was it? Was it Jimmy versus Roman? What was the last pay-per-view?
Let's look back. Class of Champions. It was. Where the hell is the matches? Damn it, Wikipedia. Why have you failed me?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so Roman Reigns defeated Jey Uso to retain the Universal Championship.
Yeah.
So, dude, like, that match at Clash of Champions, like, was so much fun. Like, that was... It's one of those things where it's like, you know that there's a real life connection between the Usos and Roman Reigns because they're family. So why not use that when you can? And when they actually, ended up using it in like a against each other storyline, it made sense and it made you feel something and it made you want like and be invested into the story. And honestly, that Roman Reigns Jey Uso match from Clash of Champions was like that was the most invested I've been in a WWE's like storyline probably since like I don't know WrestleMania or the Rumble or something. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but like that was so much fun. This is going to be so much fun, and if it
You like the
pays
tribal
off,
chief. Roman Reigns as a heel, you do like.
oh, 1000%. He's a different person, and he's got Paul Heyman with him. Like he's a totally different person. I hope that they're upset that they didn't do this sooner, because if they would have just gave in and they would have done this, it would have been. Now we know it would have worked.
I know. We've been saying this forever. He should have turned heel since, I don't know, 2015, 2016.
Yeah. 2015.
So, yeah.
That would have been
There
good.
you go.
So, yeah, obviously, Roman's going to win.
At WrestleMania 32, if Roman Reigns turned heel, would have been gigantic, but that wasn't the case.
But
there you go. They have a Hell in a Cell. Honestly, we don't watch that much WWE, but I think this will be a pretty good show. With 5 matches, if there's 5 matches, and these are the matches.
As a network subscriber since the Royal Rumble, all I ask in my WWE pay-per-views or NXT takeovers is just like, a 2.5, maybe 3 hour show with some good matches that I don't need to watch Raw or SmackDown for. And just give me something to like, forget about everything that's going on in the world for 2.5 hours. You know what I mean? Like, that's all I ask. NXT TakeOver has graciously given me that every time that they've had a show. I'm excited for this one. So it'll be interesting. Are we doing a live show?
What?
We're doing a live show?
Yeah, live stream tomorrow.
Live stream tomorrow. Check it out. Be there or be just a jobber. I don't know. All right, that's it. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.